Okay, it's happened. The social worker has taken your children away from you, has placed the children in foster care. You've gotten a telephone call telling you, be at court on Wednesday morning at 8 a.m. That's known as the detention hearing. And at the detention hearing, the judge has to make a decision based upon the evidence that the social worker has presented on whether there is a prima facie case, whether there has been child abuse committed by you or by someone in your home. The next thing the court has to decide is whether to return the child or children to you pending the next juvenile court hearing. This is known as the detention hearing. And I can tell you from my own experiences that the child being returned to you are not good at this particular hearing. The reason why they're not good is because the law states that the judge must accept everything that the social worker says is true. Everything that the social worker says is true? Yes, just for this hearing though. Now, there is a way that you can defend against these types of hearings and possibly get the child back. Every person that goes to court where their child has been taken away is entitled to what's called a contested detention hearing. In the old days, they used to call this a Dennis H. hearing. But you have the right under the Welfare and Institutions Code to put that social worker on the stand and cross-examine that social worker. Now, in a lot of counties, I'll tell you one, San Diego County, the social worker who wrote the detention report and who took your child away from you is generally at that hearing so that he or she can get on the witness stand and so that you and your attorney can cross-examine them to make sure that what they said is true or has any kind of basis in fact. Most counties, though, do not have the social worker present in court. And if your attorney wants to cross-examine the person, the social worker, the case is generally continued one day or it's put into the afternoon. So I know in Los Angeles County, I'd probably say in 99% of the cases, the social worker who took your child and wrote the report, they're not in the courtroom. And it is not the common practice in Los Angeles County that people have contested detention hearings or Dennis H. hearings. And I think that there's an analogy like criminal court. Sometimes it's best to have a contested detention hearing. Not all the time. It depends on the facts and the circumstances. But sometimes you will want to put the social worker on the stand and cross-examine the social worker. If you have any questions about this detention hearing, please give me a call at 888-888-6582. That's 888-888-6582. In my next video, I'm going to talk about some civil rights stuff because that's near and dear to everyone's heart. When the social worker comes out and takes your children, the first thing everybody thinks, hey, can I sue this social worker? And the answer is yes.